Hey Swifties, welcome back to my channel. So as you probably know, Taylor recently released the second music video for her recent album, Midnights, and in case you missed it, the video for Bejeweled just dropped, and there are a ton of Easter eggs. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing some of the Easter eggs that I discovered on my own, and quick disclaimer, these are definitely not all of the Easter eggs. There are definitely a ton that I probably missed, and there's a high possibility that some of these aren't even Easter eggs at all and I'm just reading too much into it. But this is basically just everything that I found. Okay, so to start with, we're going to start with some of the more obvious Easter eggs. These are things that, like, even if you're not a Swiftie, you should get. In the first scene with the stepmom and stepsisters, there are clear references to some of Taylor's songs, Speak Now and Exile specifically, as well as the Reputation era itself. And obviously the reference to her name. Then there's also this photograph which is shown, and it's very similar to this one that's shown in the music video for Antihero. And then, of course, there's this outfit, which is extremely similar to both the one that she wore in the Willow music video as well as on the Reputation tour. Once she enters the elevator, we see these buttons, which are extremely significant because each of the buttons is a specific color that corresponds to one of her albums, including the re-recordings in the order they were released. And we see that number 13 is purple, which corresponds to Speak Now. This signifies, in theory, that Speak Now is the next re-recording. She also selects number 3, which her third album is Speak Now, so that just adds to the idea that Speak Now is the next re-recording. Now we also see she has long hair slicked back, which could be a reference to the lyric in her song Style. And this might be a stretch, but I feel like this path kind of reminds me of a snakeskin. This outfit is giving me flashbacks to Rep Tour. And here, if you look really closely at her earrings, you can see that they start gold and then red and then turn purple, which Fearless and Red were the first 2 re-recordings, and we think Speak Now is next. We see the album order again with the elevator, and then we see it stops at floor 5, which is obviously representing 1989. Once on the 5th floor, her hairstyle and makeup are both absolutely screaming 1989 era, specifically reminding me of Blank Space. Now, there's a high possibility that this is a stretch, but I think that the part where she's, like, sitting in the glass and, like, swimming around and stuff is a reference to this metaphor in the Lover video where she's in the fishbowl, because it basically represents everyone looking at her. She's, like, always on display. So, and especially since this is 1989, and in the Lover house, that was the room that represented 1989, I feel like this is supposed to be connecting to that metaphor. You can also argue that her outfit that she wore to the VMAs was an Easter egg for this music video. Once again, we see another Speak Now reference with number 13. Track 13 on Midnights is also Mastermind, and once she gets to the 13th floor, you can see that it's very reminiscent of the lyric video for Mastermind. Additionally, when she's sitting on the clock, the hand is pointing to the 3, which her third album was Speak Now. You can also see that the stage she performs on is very similar to the one that she performed on in her music video for Mean, which was a single off of Speak Now. We also see she's holding a vault key. Her little hair clips seem to have an S and an N, signifying Speak Now. And then in this clip, we see they've been replaced with a T and an S for Taylor Swift, obviously, which could be signifying Speak Now, Taylor Swift, her version. Her expression also really reminds me of this one in Love Story. And then when it zooms out, you can see she's on the balcony and there's 12 windows around her, making her in the 13th opening of the castle. And then here you can also see that there are 3 dragons. It's kind of hard to see because of the lighting, but there's 3 dragons, which could simplify either her cats, because she has 3 of them, or Speak Now being the third album. Also, honorable mention goes to the fact that at the beginning of the video, the instrumental version of Enchanted is used, and at the end, Long Live. Alright, so that is it for this video. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Once again, these are not like an exhaustive list of all the Easter eggs. These are just things that I found upon watching it my first and second time. So there's probably even more that I'm going to find again. But I just wanted to put this out there so then we can kind of compare notes and see what we each think is going on. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe, because it really helps me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!